What's up, y'all? You already know who this is. You are now tuned in into Vibing with BG.
She's not one of them. Don't play with that girl, she's not one of them.
All right. Hey y'all, this your girl Vibing with BG. We live now. I know it happened all quick. But yes, so we got my guy Chris. Good news in the building. Thank you for stopping in, coming in, vibing with BG.
You got me want to look at the screen. You keep looking over. I'm like,
I know. I gotta stop looking at that because
it's dope though, because you can look, see how you look.
Right? Yeah, not that's what I'll be like.
Look at my outfit real quick.
Right, and oh my god, I'm comfortable today. I'm chilling. So
nice earth tones on. It looks nice.
Thank you. I try to keep it, cool. So yeah, so let's get into this. I'm so happy. Like I said, I'm so glad that you coming through vibing with me. We haven't worked together since my first photo shoot, and
Been a minute.
golly, it's been a long time, but I'm gonna need you because I got my inventory is coming, so I'm excited. I'm ready. I got all these good ideas, and I'll never forget when I first started Fair Rose, and I was like, dang, I need a good photographer, a good, space. I'm like, good news. I forgot you the man. So we got the man in the building, y'all. Y'all need anybody for your photos, videos. This the guy right here. So what made you, start? How did you start?
Photography. So I got into photography in like 2007, a little bit after I graduated from college. So how I got into photography, it's kind of a long story. I'm trying to keep it short, but me and my frat brothers in Ohio, we started.
You went to Ohio?
I lived in. That's where I'm from. I moved to Rochester in 2009.
Okay.
So yeah, so me and my frat brothers in Ohio, we started a company called Frontwork Entertainment, and for Frontwork Entertainment, we had like models, because we did like club promotions, so we like had bottle girls and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to do photo shoots with another photographer for, our bottle girls, and some unprofessional things happened, so we kind of had to stop dealing with him. And then we didn't have a photographer, but we didn't really have money to pay anybody. So I had played around with it at a couple of different shoots. So I started doing it, and then I started loving it. When I moved to Rochester, fast forward to in 2009, I was trying to find a job within my major. I couldn't find a job within my major.
What was your major?
Psychology. So I got a bachelor's in psychology.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, but it's like with psychology, you can't do anything without a master's or a PhD, really. So I was trying to get into like the substitute teaching type thing, and that list was hella long.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, let me see what I can do with this photography thing. So, I started, really learning photography at that point, because I really didn't know much about photography. I just knew good angles, but I didn't know lighting and like how to
Wait, so you didn't switch your major over to photography?
I didn't even start photography till like way after I graduated.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But I always did art and things. Like, so in college I drew, like I took all types of art classes and stuff. So I've always been a creative. Yeah. I've always been a creative. So it was natural, a natural transition to just go into photography. So
okay. Wow, well, that's interesting. That's cool, because here I am. I'm thinking that you went to like photography school and learned all this stuff. So you just kind of taught yourself. That's fine.
There are a lot of photographers in Rochester that definitely helped me along the way. Big shout out Darren Ward, Chris Johnson, Frank White. My boy Brett Siemens, he used to live here. He's a photographer in New York City now. He's a beast. These are some of the photographers that kind of like helped mentor me when I was coming up. And YouTube University.
Yo,
just YouTubing.
What? You got YouTube, TikTok now.
So now we didn't have TikTok then though.
Well, I know, but now it's like,
now
it's
crazy.
crazy.
Learn anything on TikTok. Yeah. But that's kind of how I learned, and just trial and error and teaching myself. So yeah, man, if you want to learn how to do something, you're gonna learn how to do it.
No, my God. I'm telling you, that's what I be seeing all the time. And it's so crazy, especially now, for certain stuff. Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff you really don't have to go to college for.
That's a
fact. Spend all of that money and take out all of these student loans. Like you said, if you want to learn something.
And one thing about in any photography job, nobody ever was like, yo, do you got a photography degree for this job? You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
so it's it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't even look at college. College definitely wasn't a waste, because I feel like for me, it was all about the connections I gained, more
Right,
about
yeah.
life experiences,
And
you know,
experience,
how
yeah.
to navigate different situations. I became a member of my fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity
Oh,
Incorporated.
yes, I be
So
seeing
shout
you
out to
with
the
the,
noobs
you've
with the cane.
been the
Yeah, yeah,
cane,
yeah. So I
yeah.
be twirling it. People, I know I was twirling the other night at R&B Wednesdays. I mean, not R&B Wednesdays, the R&B night that we had at my lounge. And I know some people were looking at me like, yo, why is he twirling that candy cane? Because that's the first thing people say, that's a candy
Yeah.
cane, but they don't understand or know
Right,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, what
the
it's really
frat and
about.
stuff
So
like that.
it's pretty dope.
Yeah, I remember when I first saw you, because, a lot of people that know about frats and stuff like that, I was like, what the heck? Where he done learned this from? What school he done went to and learned this from? But that's crazy that you wasn't even majoring in photography this whole time, because I just swear that that's what you was doing. So
A lot of people
for
do.
the fact that you are self-taught, that's fire. You ever thought about like having like a class to teach people?
Yeah, so I teach classes all the time.
You do?
Yeah, so I actually work closely with Planned Parenthood. And they have these classes for the teens. Big shout out to Pam and Davinique, you know, put me on.
Oh, really?
Their classes are fire. So we come in, we mentor the youth, teach them photography. Then we did a nice gallery showing of their work to teach them. And now we're going to be starting a class soon, teach them how to edit photos. So yeah, I definitely teach. And if people want one-on-one classes, I teach.
Right, yeah. Help with one-on-one instruction. Yeah, I was asking because my sister, she currently was in school for digital cinema. And like with college, you're not just studying that major. You got to do the maths and all of that stuff, and that junk is kicking her butt. So she wish she could just find somebody that could just help her and teach her. And I mentioned you before. I'm like, I think Good News. Well, I was like, I'm pretty sure he would help, but I didn't even know that you were doing 101 classes and stuff. So that's cool.
If she needs some help, because if I can't help her, I'll point her in the right direction.
Yeah. Yep. So okay, so you went to college in Ohio. You came to Rochester.
No, I went to college in Virginia. I'm from Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I went to Hampton University. That's in Hampton, Virginia. But I was born in Cleveland. My dad is from Cleveland. RP my pops, and then my mom is from Rochester. Oh, okay. So that's where my Rochester connection comes in. So I basically spent like half my life in Ohio, half my life
in Rochester.
Yeah, and I went to college in Virginia.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. So like, who was like your first connection or like your first gig or something? Do you remember that? How that went?
Man, that was so long ago. My first photography jobs were in Ohio. So, shooting for our front work company, because we used to do shoots all the time. But I wasn't getting paid for those. Those were just, shoots I was actually learning. Then when I moved to Rochester, man, this is over 10 years ago. So I can't remember the first gigs I had, but some of my memories from back then is when we had a studio on Andrews that was like right behind Club Venue. And for those that were able to experience it, man, it was dope because our studio connected directly to Club Venue. So we used to be able to walk in the back of Venue, go in there, and shit like that. So that shit was dope. Mo was our boy. And then we used to, like, when artists and stuff used to come, they used to come back into our studio and hang out. You know what I'm saying? If they couldn't go into the club yet. So I got a lot of photography jobs like that. So it was pretty dope. Shout out to JK Productions and Music Corner. They were
shout out to JK.
So those are my guys. That's how I became really good friends with them, and also the Music Corner. That's how I've known them for years, because we all had a studio together.
And that's so cool how, like, y'all was able to connect and help each other out, because that is so rare these days. Like, I just be feeling like people are afraid to, I guess, let somebody like overshine them or something like that. So the fact that y'all worked, y'all was able, and you know what I thought that was so cool too, that I always will respect you and Albert about. So wait, this is a little secret that I had to tell you too. So, oh my God. So, okay, my first photo shoot. Remember, you were doing the photos, and then I had Albert doing the videos. So when I booked both of y'all, after I did it, I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I hope don't nobody be mad that I did one person I had do a video and the other. Like, I did not even think about that until after. But like, I'm like, oh my God, they really just collabed together. Like, that was mad cool. So I love stuff like that. Like I said, at first I was like, oh my God, did I just like step on his toes or step on that toe? But I like how like y'all collab together. Everything just turned out so beautiful, and I wanna work with both of y'all again. Like,
yeah, definitely. I don't know if because I was about to say.
No, you could curse.
Say,
So I'm
yeah,
trying not. I'm the new me. I'm just trying. I don't.
That's what's up. That's what's up. The one thing about I would definitely say the photography community here, especially the Black photography community, we're all close knit.
Yeah, I love that.
There's really no beef or anything like that, and it's like we believe in working together. You know what I'm saying? If one photographer say if I don't have something, I can reach out to one of them, and if they don't have something, they can reach out to me. It's just easier to work together than to be apart. Right. And then Albert,
say that again.
It's easier to be together and be apart. That's that teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes,
man. That's a fact.
Listen, for real.
Albert, that's been my big bro for years. Man.
Yeah, shout out to Albert.
Yeah, big shout out to Albert. He's an amazing photographer too, as well too. So it's like you have good friends like that. It's like it's better just to be friends and get money together. It's like it's so much money out here that you don't have to hate on anybody else. You really don't have to do that. So
you is preaching the word on this good Sunday.
How you don't?
You
it's all
preaching
about building
the word.
your own personal brand, and if you're not making money, I really feel like that's because that's on you. Because if you market your business right and do what you have to do, you will make bread.
Oh my! You done came on here and you done preaching the word, and I'm so glad that you are dropping these jewels because it's like it's so simple.
It is.
It's so simple. Like it's easier to connect together, work together, that have weird animosity, and it's just weird. I don't get people, so it's like I respect all of you guys for how y'all work together, and it shows in y'all work. Like you could tell, like, cause you could tell. I don't know if it's just me, but I could tell when, like, how like you could walk in the room and you should be like, what they got going on,
right?
But it's like how y'all just do stuff together, like. That's what it's about.
I want to it's funny that you talked about it. So I want to actually say big shout out to Albert, Kyron, and Cameron cuz last night, last minute, and also Farrah cuz she helped out as well. All of them are at the top of their game, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the videography, photography, and things like that. And we had a big show last night at the Hochstein School of Music. Joel James did his birthday comedy show there.
Oh, okay.
It was called The Headliner Show. And Yolanda Smiles, G-Funk, Zach Johnson, Joel James, and I opened up. But it was just an amazing show, over 600 people there. But the media team came together to like create something really amazing for us. Like, it's gonna look crazy. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna put together. But it's just the fact that, like you said, they were able to come together.
Yeah.
And not, no egos involved or anything, and really be able to we're gonna create, something on a very high level when it comes to this comedy show. So we wanna, as soon as we get it done, we want to do some type of special release for it. So I'll keep you guys,
yeah, that's cool.
But on some like Kings of Comedy type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, I wanted to talk about that.
Big shout out to them, man. I love the photography community out here, man. Yeah. We all stick together, and in comedy community too.
Yes, that's cool. So I definitely want to talk to you about that too, because I remember I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw you doing it was either I saw the stand up first or a skit or something that you was doing. And I'm like, when he started doing all of this. So what made you get into that? That's something you've been interested in already?
Yeah, man. So big shout out to my pops. He just passed away 2 months ago.
Oh,
but
wow.
He's the one that actually got me into comedy. He was always telling jokes, always joking around. He was a super big jokester. And he did comedy. He did stand-up comedy at one point. And that was my inspiration to like love to make people laugh. And then I've been doing improv comedy for years. Big shout out to 585 Viral and our comedy team or whatever, and Rob Campbell, because he's the one that put that together. But I got into comedy doing improv first a couple years back. And then last year, I just wanted to challenge myself. And I was like, yo, I've been doing improv. I want to try doing stand-up. And February last year, I started. And once I hit that stage for the first time, I was addicted.
How was like the first, like, your adrenaline, like you was nervous?
Yeah, man. So like, especially the very first time, because comedy is it's not easy.
I bet.
Know what I'm saying? And when you get up there, it can be very, nerve-wracking, especially when you don't know your material. If you don't know if people are gonna laugh. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really a science to it, and I've been learning. So, but you get that rush. You know what I'm saying? Once you do get that laugh or hear people laugh, you're like, oh, okay,
there you go,
like
right?
That.
Yeah.
So, and then when you start really learning, and you see, okay, I could do this and I flip this, and it makes people laugh, and then now you're starting to understand the science of it. It's like it's just fun, man. I love challenging myself and doing new things. So. Yeah, and I love to make people laugh. I love to make people smile. When I do photo shoots, I joke around all the time anyway. It's like that's like stand-up comedy for me. I gotta make people laugh in the photos and play around and just keep good energy around. So that's all I'm about, keeping good energy around and making people smile and happy.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good. No, like I can't imagine doing stand-up comedy. Like everybody always tell me that I'm funny when I'm being serious or saying something serious, and I do not think I'm funny at all. But so like to go up there in front of mad people and then like say if you say like how like some people they'll say a joke and they laugh at their own joke and just think they so funny. So it's like, imagine just going up there thinking you're just so funny and nobody laughing. Like, oh my god!
Yo,
like,
do you know how many times
have you experienced that?
Yeah,
How do you feel?
Thank God, me personally, I really haven't had. Even when I started, I never really had a time where everything I said there was no laughs. Like I view it. If anytime I got on that stage, I'm gonna get some laughs. You know what I'm saying? Maybe sometimes I don't get as much laughs as I want. But I'm gonna at least get one good one, right? But I have seen other people that are hilarious in conversation, but then get on the stage and
I feel like funny. That's so different.
It's crazy, and the reason I say that is because it really is a science to it. You know what I'm saying? You really are being almost a magician with your words, because it's like you're saying, like we said, you could just say something funny in conversation and get on stage and it doesn't connect the same way.
Right. Yeah.
And man, you got to learn. It really is. And it takes practice. The more you're on stage, and it's with the delivery of things. And if you know what I'm saying, just not say a word for a couple less seconds and then say it, then it affects people differently than speeding through it. You know, it's a lot.
Right. I know. And I know it's challenging because like, you're not going to have the same audience every time.
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't know if you're going to get a younger crowd or older crowd or more
crowd,
like
black crowd.
Right. White or black.
You have to deal with all crowds. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? True. That's at the end of the day, you have to be yourself, no matter where you perform, because you just have to. But then it's also knowing when to bring out certain material. Because you might have like a sex joke, but that might not be appropriate for like a certain type of like a church crowd. You know what I'm saying? But then you might have some jokes about like, I don't know, something, and you just don't want to do it in front of certain people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? True. So you got to know your audience.
Yeah. So how do you like prepare for that? Like, so you'll know you having a show, would you like write out some stuff, or do you have material already that you use?
So when I'm going into a show, I already have material that I know that's pretty much gonna work, because it's like when you go into a show, you want to use things that you know are
gonna work, right? Yeah.
I mean, unless you're just like, if you're extremely experienced, then some of the more experienced comedians can like take some of their newer stuff and just try it out, because they know how to the delivery of it. No matter what, they know how to give the delivery of it. So which I'm kind of getting there, but I like to go out there with stuff that I practice. So we go to open mics throughout the week, and you can go up there, try out jokes, try out the during the open mics you might do like the same joke every day, but you might say it a little bit different to see what works the best. And then when you come to the showtime, then you do it the way that got you the most laughs. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you prepare yourself for an actual show. Like that's why you see like Chris Rock or Kevin Hart or any of these big acts, they'll tour like around the country first, and then they'll do their taping, because by the time it comes for their taping, they've had so much practice and now it's smooth and they could just do it effortlessly. Yeah. And that's what it's about. Trying to make it look effortless.
I saw that you this guy at my job, I think he works part-time at some little spot, like I'm trying to think, is it like Spanish or something? I saw a video of you though. He was showing me, and you were doing stand up, but I forgot what the place is called. I think it's out in Henrietta or somewhere.
Henrietta?
Or where you did stand up somewhere at a place?
Mad places.
Like recently though.
Recently?
I forgot what the place is called.
Henrietta,
Cause it might not be Henrietta. Don't give me the lying, but I know
I was in DC recently. I did comedy in DC. I mean, I'm pretty sure
it had to be either on a Tuesday or Thursday. Cause I forgot. He always come in my area and be like, "Hey, y'all gonna come out to?" It's right at the tip of my tongue.
Was it at?
It got like it's like a circle with like blue words or
the Carlson.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I do shows at the Carlson all the time. Carlson isn't in Henrietta though. It's
well,
you know where Radio Social's at?
Yeah.
It's right next to Radio Social. Yeah.
But so wait, because I've heard of the Carlson, so I don't want to get nothing wrong. They do like certain nights there, and they have
so the Comedy of Carlson. They're the premier comedy club here,
okay.
In Rochester and upstate New York. They're an amazing comedy club, and they bring top notch acts here. You know what I'm saying? They got Mark Norman come here. They got Anthony Jeselnik. They come here, and these are huge names in comedy. Mm-hmm. So they're able to bring it into the Rochester area. So I did Rochester's Funniest Person competition with them last year. I ended up making it, and by that, when I did the contest last year, I had only been doing comedy for like 6 months at the time. So I ended up making it to the semifinals or whatever. So cool. It was a good experience or whatever, and a good learning experience. But since then, and big shout out to Mark and Polito, my boy Vinny, my boy Todd, and Jake. Man, big shout out to them. They were the ones Mark is an owner, but they all run and make sure the Carlson runs good. And they've helped me a lot in my comedy career as well. Go in there and they help me practice out some material. And then, Mark and Vinny give me my opportunity to actually hit the stage and perform with, major acts. So I'm very appreciative of the Carlson. Cool. Yeah, man. Yeah. They've been showing mad love to the community, to the local community lately, and helping them get on the stage and giving them opportunities. So, to be able to be a part of that family, that gives me a sense of pride. You know what I'm saying? Right, be able to say I'm able to do shows there, man, because that comedy club is really dope.
Yeah, that's cool. I gotta come out and check y'all out.
Yeah, man, you gotta come check out some of these shows. They got some of the best shows in the rock.
Yeah, so. No, for real, because I be hearing and seeing about it all the time. Like I said, the guy at my job, he always come in our ear like, "Hey, I better see y'all such and such." And like I said, one day he was just showing us videos and stuff, and I'm like, "Oh, I know Chris. Look at Chris." Yeah. So it's like, and then like I said, I've been seeing you doing your skits and stuff like that. Yeah. So just seeing you, like, you doing photography, you doing your skits and comedy, and just broadening yourself. I just think that's really cool that you're not limiting yourself to just one thing, like it's a lot of stuff to do.
Try different things. You never want to look back on life and have regrets, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Be like, man, I could have been hitting the stage and I really want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's been an amazing experience. I'm still on a little high from the show yesterday because it was like, one of my friends put it into perspective for me. He was like, after the show, he was like, bro, last year you were basically doing, practicing material in front of 10 people at the Green Lounge. And this year, literally a year later, now I'm doing a show in front of 600 plus people at the Hochstein. That's so cool. It's just crazy. Like when you stay consistent at something, and you really work hard at it, what you're able to do in a short period of time.
Yeah, it definitely takes consistency and hard work. Like, and then people just be thinking stuff happen overnight. It doesn't work like that.
I was so scared. I ain't gonna lie, because I was about to hit the stage with some heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are Rochester legends. We're talking about Zach Johnson, Yolanda Smiles, Joel James, and G Funk. Like, they've been killing stages for over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was just happy to just be a part of it.
Right. Yeah. No, for real. Sometimes you got to walk into those rooms feeling like you at that level or even above. Like, that's the type of confidence you gotta have. Like, you know man, please, I'm Chris Rock, or I'm such and such. Like,
nah, you do have to have. You're right. That is the mentality you're supposed to have, man. Because it's like, when you go in those situations, you got to be confident.
Right. Yeah.
You have to be, and because if you're not,
nervousness would show.
Yeah,
right?
It will show.
For real, it would. So let's get back into the photography. So wait, so are you married or in a situation?
I'm single right now. I'm currently single.
Oh, okay.
So but yeah. I was engaged, but I'm not anymore. But we're still friendly.
Okay,
we're still cool. Yeah, it's nothing bad or anything.
Like no, because one of my questions was I was gonna say, like, because you're a male, you're a guy, and you have a photography history, and right. I wanted to know, like, how is that having a relationship and dealing with women, like, does that affect your work or
I mean, I think
cause issues with you too?
I mean, I think it's all about keeping a level of professionalism.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I was in a relationship, I'm always try to make sure that I respected my
Right,
relationship.
yeah.
And that's really what it boils down to. And, you know, being on the other side of things, you know what I'm saying, on her side of things, you know, looking towards, you know, what I was doing. I know it probably made her feel uncomfortable, probably certain times, because, you know, I
Yeah.
am in front of naked women, beautiful women, and things like
Right,
that.
yeah.
But, you know, that's on me to try to give her that level of security and let her know everything's okay. And, you know, ain't nothing happening. You know, I'm just sitting there working.
Right, yeah.
And that's what I used to do. So,
Yeah, yeah, because I'll be wondering, like, not even for just a guy. Like, I know female photographers that's in relationships, and I just be
yeah.
like, I could just imagine, like, and it's like, at the end of the day, like, listen, this is my job, this is my business, like, it's nothing personal, like, this is what I have to do to make
right.
the money. So,
Yeah, I mean, you know, people are just human, so you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
but that definitely was one of my questions because I'm like, I wonder how does that work? Like that level of communication got to be like high or
right.
something.
I mean,
like,
that, you just said it right there. It's really about communication.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get missing for like hours, and it's like, okay,
Mhm.
this nigga had a shoot. Now he ain't
Yep.
answering his phone. Like, that's going on. So
that girl put them clothes back on.
So, you know, I think that this is, like you said, this is all about a level of communication, and also just you got to have trust and respect as well.
Right.
So,
Oh yeah. If you ain't got trust, it's really nothing. Like,
that's a fact.
yeah. Yep. So wait. So what you got going on now? Like any projects that you're working on?
So, biggest project I have right now, and I've been working on it for the past since 2019, actually, is my movie Rent a Ride. So I'm trying to
you're
bring that
doing
to
a
the finish.
movie?
We're working on, yeah. So I've shot it. It's already shot and everything. So we're
okay.
just in the last stages of the movie. I had it. The project was supposed to be done last year. It was supposed to be done a minute ago, but I was working with somebody that was a part of my team. That's not a part of my team anymore. But it kind of held the project up.
Yeah.
And you know, unfortunately we had to part ways, but now I'm working with somebody I feel that's even better. Big shout out to my boy DJ Ease, because he's a Rochester native, one of the top DJs in the country, Red Bull turntable champion multiple times, worked with Young MA DJ, and we got him on the project now.
Oh, that's cool.
So you know, God does things for certain reasons. So
He
I'm blessed to have him on this project and him helping bring the movie to the finish line. And I'm very excited about it because with this movie, I got a lot of Rochester great comedians in it, Rochester legends. The movie's called Rent a Ride. It's about
Rent a Ride.
Rent a Ride.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's called Rent a Ride.
Yeah,
So what the movie is about is two brothers that start a rent-a-car company in the hood through racial adversity. That's basically what happens.
Yeah.
So, but it's super funny. I got a trailer for it. I'll show you the trailer. It went off air, but yeah. I'm excited to get that done and put that out because a lot of people have been waiting for it. A lot of people are like, the movie ain't never coming out. But I really been working hard on it to get that done because before I started a movie project, I never realized what really goes into making a movie. I'm just thinking like, yeah, we're just gonna do this and we're gonna put it out. But if you really want it to be quality, and me personally, I'm a perfectionist, so you know, I'm trying to make sure that it's gonna be as perfect as I can get it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, and so like I'm glad you said that too, because like I said, people be thinking that, oh, I'm just gonna do this by seeing someone else do it and not realize like all of the background, like, and I know that was not easy. And just like you said, how you started off with somebody and then now like you with somebody else, but like some things still happen for a reason.
Yeah, man. I would say though, you know, it's a blessing that throughout this process, I only had one person, which was him that I had to deal with like that. Everybody else, it was like smooth sailing.
Yeah, they was
easy.
on board.
All the actors that were in the movie, everybody did their thing. Everybody made sure they showed up. You know, anybody that, you know, anybody else that was involved in the production of it, like coming to film, all helped. Like that project to me proves that, you know, people in Rochester can work together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I can't
people
wait
always
to
be
see
like,
it.
man, people in Rochester, we can't work together, but they can.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They really can.
Yeah, dang, that's cool. So you have a date for when that's gonna release?
My goal right now, and it's actually we're quickly finishing up everything right now, so I'm very happy about it. But my goal is actually maybe to put it out on my birthday this year, which is June 9th. So
okay. That's around the corner.
Yeah, that's a Friday. So yeah, fairly soon.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then we can have you and some of the cast come on the podcast and
we
talk
can definitely
about
do that.
it.
Hell yeah.
So cause they have the what is that that cinema right there on
Rock Cinema.
huh?
Rock Cinema. It's like
Wait,
like it look kind of like the little theater, but it's not the little theater. They
right
serve
there
food
on
and liquor.
South Clinton or something? Yeah. So are you gonna do it there?
My goal is actually to do it at Tinseltown. So
Oh, okay, that's bigger.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Okay.
working with big shout out to my big homie Bear. So we kind of behind the scenes been kind of working on that. So the first option is Tinseltown.
Okay. That's bigger. So yeah.
I'm sure that's gonna go through, but for some reason, if it doesn't go through, then I'm gonna go to Movies 10.
Okay. Oh well, either or. Like, yeah, that's gonna be cool. That's dope. Dang. So like for your birthday, like that would be like the premiere and that.
Right.
Oh
That's
my
what I
God,
wanna
yes,
do,
that would be a fire birthday present
That's
for
what I want, man.
yourself. Like,
Please.
yes,
That's what I want.
So you got what is it? Is March 3 months to get everything together? But so wait, you said that you already have like majority of it done?
It's like 90% done.
Oh, okay,
So, yeah,
cool.
it's
So
just
that
really
10%, y'all can get that.
This last 10%.
Yeah, that's
the way.
cool. Like you definitely need a special event for that, like a red carpet theme.
Yeah,
Everybody
so
come out nice.
My goal or how I wanted to do it is do like, and I want to do it in the movie theater. So have everybody come do a comedy show, like a short comedy show first.
Oh, okay.
And then have that lead, well, but red carpet and everything too.
Yeah, yeah.
And then have like inside do like a quick stand-up comedy show, and then from there do the movie, like go into the movie premiere. So that's
that's cool. That's cool. Wait, how old you said you're turning? You ain't gonna put it out there.
Nah, I'm gonna be 40. That's all right.
Yeah, what? Listen,
Yeah,
I feel like
no
the older
age.
we get in, the better we becoming. So it's like
I totally agree with that.
Please, cause and then especially cause like for me, I'm 31. I don't feel it. I feel 22 years old. So it's all about how you feel. It's not about how. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, that's definitely gonna be fire. That's actually a good birthday thing for yourself, and and just to like celebrate your accomplishments on your birthday, you got to get that done.
I'm working on it. Trust me, I'm gonna do everything I can to do it. So yeah,
it's almost here. So yep. So besides that, well, I'm pretty sure that's like your main focus right now, getting that together. You got any other things going on?
So that just working on comedy period, traveling more, and doing that. Photography, of course, that's always going to be one of my main priorities. So I used to do a photography show. I kind of want to get back into producing that show again. And I have some other ideas comedy wise. I want to kind of use photography more with that. So, just kind of like just continuing my careers, hopefully shooting more celebrities this year. So, and hitting more stages. So that's my goals for the year.
Yeah, that's cool. So I could see a lot of that, continuing for you. You have like a lot of stuff already booked up and stuff, as far as like photography and stuff.
Yeah, photography. Yeah, my Rochester clientele. I love working with my Rochester people, so that's been pretty solid. Waiting more opportunities outside of Rochester. Usually they come, what I'm saying, towards the summertime. So just waiting to see what new bigger opportunities come with photography.
Yeah. So wait, when you said travel, like you talking about like just traveling, like you need a vacation, or like traveling
actually
work?
Doing photography, like
work.
Okay.
Yeah, so how does that? Well, I don't want you to be giving everybody good info or whatever. But so like are you like day to day like connecting with people in different states and stuff like that?
So it's like I'm constantly on promoting myself on Instagram, Facebook, these platforms. So I'm always trying to network and constantly talk to people in different areas, because you never know who you might run into that might need a photographer.
Right,
yeah, true. Might open up or anything like that. So yeah, I'm constantly networking, trying to find new opportunities in other places.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that is the way to do it. And with like Instagram, like you literally could do everything from the palm of your hand these days and just reach out to millions of people. So it is easier. And like you said, if we really want to do stuff, we put in the work and just do it. So I definitely see, more big things happening for you. I cannot wait to see the movie because I love stuff like that. Like,
yeah, I gotta show you the trailer.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what you said you got something going on tonight. I don't want to hold you
up.
So
big shout out to the comedy team 585 Viral. We have a comedy show next Sunday, March 12th. It's going to be amazing. So if you guys want to come out, but I have comedy show practice. That was actually one of my people coming.
I saw you. That's why I'm like, all right, let me try to wrap this up.
So yeah, we just got to go practice, make sure we get our stuff together. But we've been doing shows together for years, and I'm excited about this show because it'll be our first improv show of 2023, and those shows are so fun. So I'll get you some tickets if you want to come check it out.
Okay, yeah. Wait, you said the 12th?
Yep, next Sunday.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be in Rochester next Sunday. So yep. But all right, so yeah, like I said, I did see your phone, going there. I don't want to hold you up, but like I said, when your cast, like either before the date or after, I definitely want to get you on the cast on the podcast, and we could, talk about it. So
with that,
so you're now tuned in into Vibing with BG. We have my guy Good News.
Thank you for having me on too.
And so y'all keep a lookout on all the good things he got going on. And what's the date for that comedy show again, you said?
March 12th, next Sunday.
All right, March 12th, next Sunday. We're gonna get him to his rehearsal so he don't miss nothing. So y'all, we are out.
Peace. Shout out to the Basement Boys, comedy team. Let's get it.
Wait. Let me see. I'm trying to. Oh, no.